1 minute on the clock. Your time starts now. How many legs are tied together in a three-legged race team? 2. Correct. Which Victorian NRL team played their debut game in 1998?
Storm.
Correct. What is the two-letter postal abbreviation for the US state of Hawaii?
HA.
HI?
Correct. Paul Burrell's book, A Royal Duty, recounts his time as butler to which late royal?
Princess Diana.
Correct. The name of which popular 80s band is a shortening of the word brothers?
Bros.
Correct. Trastevere and Testaccio are districts of which European city?
Italy.
Rome.
Members of which charity group are commonly known as Salvationists?
Salvation Army.
Correct. Idiomatically, to not recognise someone is to not know them from a bar of what?
Soap.
Correct. Which actor directed and stars in the 2014 film The Water Diviner?
Russell Crowe.
Correct. In the nursery rhyme, where did Mary's little lamb follow her despite the rule?
Everywhere she
Correct. In the human body, the uterus is connected to the ovaries by the fallopian what?
Tube.
Correct. The clock face of a grandpa. Wow. Good on you, Susan. $20,000.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Fantastic. Right, let's do it. 1 minute on the clock, David. Very best of luck to you. And your time starts. Now, a photo of what part of the body is used in an Australian passport? Please. Correct. The traditional wrapping cloth, furoshiki, originated in which country?
Japan.
Correct. Which action film star is father to daughters Ruma, Scout and Tallulah? Bruce Willis. Which team defeated Melbourne Victory in the 2017 A-League Grand Final?
Sydney.
Correct. Punjab is the name of a province in Pakistan and a state in which country?
India.
Correct. The last completed novel written by Charles Dickens is Our Mutual what?
Friend.
Friend. The museum and art gallery of the Northern Territory is based in which city?
Darwin.
Alice Springs. Darwin. Referring to jewellery, brooch is normally spelt with what double letter? Oh, correct. How many toes does a polar bear have on each paw? 3. 5. The film Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind stars Kate who?
Blanchett.
Winslet. On a standard Monopoly board, how many arrows are depicted on the go space? 1. Correct. In the Harry Potter books, Harry is sent to his cupboard under the stairs by Uncle who? Vernon. What word for a short light sleep?
No.
David, you weren't snoozing and you weren't losing either. $12,000 for you. Shall we? Let's do it. 1 minute on the clock. Best of luck. And your time starts now. The accommodation term botel is a combination of boat and which other word?
Motel.
Correct. In 2017, which player reached a record 11th Wimbledon final?
Federer.
Roger Federer. How many people with the surname Gandhi have been Prime Ministers of India?
3.
2. Correct. A hit song by Eve featuring Gwen Stefani is Let Me Blow Your What?
Mine.
Correct. London Arch or London Bridge is a rock formation on which Victorian coastal road?
Great Ocean Road.
Correct. The name of the Manhattan area Tribeca stands for triangle below which street? Pass. Canal. The 90s movie The Frighteners stars which Back to the Future actor?
Michael J. Fox.
Michael J. Fox. Something far superior is commonly described as being head and what above
Shoulders.
Tails. Shoulders. The wartime Brusilov offensive was named after a general from which country?
Soviet Union, Russia.
Correct. In 1997, Australian sunscreen labels increased the maximum SPF to what number?
30.
Correct. Which Indian... Well done. $12,000 for your cash draw. So 44 and counting if we bring it past the governess. Here she comes. Best of luck to you.
Thank you.
And your time starts now. In the nursery rhyme, the crooked man lived in a little crooked what?
House.
Correct. Victorian journalist Mark Robinson most notably reports on which Australian sport?
Football.
More information?
Australian
AFL.
football.
Correct. Of which iconic Aussie rock band was James Rain, the co-founder and lead
Australian Crawl.
Pass.
Australian Crawl. Idiomatically, someone showing excessive sympathy is said to be a bleeding what?
Heart.
Correct. The cuisine of which European country features the dessert panforte?
Italy.
Correct. Elected Minister for the Environment and Energy in 2016 was Josh who?
Frydenberg.
Raymond.
Frydenberg. The typical human body contains how many rib cages?
1.
1.
Correct. Beginning with a silent K, what word means a ball-shaped door handle?
Knob.
Correct. A song from the stage musical, a chorus line begins one singular what?
Sensation.
Correct. What word meaning to hit is also a kind of alcoholic cocktail served in a bowl? Which US state bordering the Pacific Ocean? Nicely done. $14,000. Good stuff. I know you're feeling pretty nervous going into that round, but that should give you plenty of confidence as we take on the Governess now. 4-step head start. So team, hands on buzzers. We have 2 minutes on the clock. I wish you the very best of luck. And your final chase starts now. On a car fuel gauge, what word does the letter E stand for?
Empty.
Empty. Correct. The UAE city of Dubai shares a coastline with which Gulf?
David.
Persian Gulf. In which US sport do the Atlanta Falcons compete?
David.
Gridiron. Correct. Which author created the character Bridget Jones?
Susan. Helen Fielding.
Correct. The Mexican condiment salsa roja is named for what primary colour?
Red.
Red. Correct. In which province is the Canadian capital of Ottawa?
Ontario.
David.
Ontario. Calcium carbide contains calcium and which other element? Josh.
Oxygen.
Correct. A celebrated play by Neil Simon is The Sunshine what?
Susan. Boys.
Correct. Which long-necked mammal is the national animal of Tanzania? Josh. Giraffe. Correct. Which Herman Melville novel features the ship owner Bill
Moby
Back?
Dick.
David.
Moby Dick. Correct. From which metamorphic rock is Michelangelo's Pietà carved?
Marble.
Jennifer. Pass.
Marble. Of which dairy product is Alpine Gold a variety?
Milk.
Josh. Yogurt. Cheese. In which North American country is Lake Chapala the largest lake? Josh. Chile.
Mexico.
Mexico. The hit song Despacito features vocals by singer Justin who?
David.
Ready to go? Correct. In a standard game of pool, what colour is the number 6 ball? Josh. Green. Correct. In culinary terms, S&P is short for salt and what?
Jennifer. Pepper.
Correct. On which continent did the Alsatian dialect originate?
Europe.
Europe. Correct. Kaddish is a renowned poem by American Alan who?
David.
Ginsburg. In which US city is the TV sitcom 30 Rock mainly set? Josh. New York. Correct. Renal pyramids are part of which organ in the
Kidney.
human body? Josh. Kidney. Correct. Of which Caribbean island is a Barbadian a native?
Barbados.
Jennifer. Barbados.
Correct. In which sport is the annual 3-point contest held?
Jennifer. Cricket.
Basketball. With which country does Slovakia share its longest border? That would be Hungary.
Good one.
Team, good effort.
Poland,
Nicely
Hungary,
done. You've managed to come up with 19 steps between yourselves and the chaser. And
That's a very good target indeed. Let's see if I can get it.
so, will be enough. We'll find out after these news headlines.
Thanks, Andrew. Next, 2 elderly men have been bashed and robbed. How you can help police find the attacker. A Melbourne hot air balloon crashes after a mid-air wedding proposal. 3 car crashes make the Christmas exodus a nightmare. We'll tell you which roads to avoid. The family of a jailed bus driver hid out at his sentence. A drone ventures too far, causing airport chaos for thousands of people. Steve Smith opens up for the first time since his cricket ban. We'll go live to the city for the final Christmas shopping rush as Captain Santa and co-pilot Rudolph, yes, their real names, fly out of Melbourne. We'll see you for 7 News live at 6.
Thanks to the newsroom for that. Well, it's a firefighter, a student, a teacher and a preacher versus one governess. Sounds like an unfair kind of battle, doesn't it? But you haven't met our governess, or maybe you have. Team, looking for pushbacks. And are you good to go?
Oh, yes.
It's time for the final chase. Governess, your time starts. Now, which country is home to the majority of the Finnish people?
Finland.
Correct. The movie The Cider House Rules stars Charlize Theron.
Tehran.
Correct. Of which card game is Low Chicago a variety?
Okay.
Correct. Ethanol consists of hydrogen, oxygen, and which other element?
Carbon.
A carbon.
Correct. From which ancient language does the term camera obscura originate?
Latin.
Correct. In which major human organ is the pulmonary valve?
Heart.
The lung.
Stop the clock.
Heart.
I think we're going to have to go with heart. Go the heart. Go the heart. A lot of heart you're showing. Well done, team. First pushback. 1 for 1. That's a good each. 15 required. 1:34 on the clock. And your time, Anne, restarts. Now, to which section of an orchestra do the chimes belong?
Percussion.
Correct. In which Asian country is the northeastern state of Kelantan?
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Correct. A Moment Like This was a 2002 hit song for Kelly who?
Clarkson.
Correct. In which country is Ataturk International Airport?
Turkey.
Turkey.
Correct. Which mythical Greek hero is also known as Ulysses?
Odysseus.
Odysseus.
Correct. Which continent is home to the Mbuti peoples?
Africa.
Correct. In which century was condensed soup invented?
19th.
Correct. In which sport is the European Golden Shoe awarded?
Golf.
Stop the clock.
Okay. Soccer.
Going with soccer?
Gone with soccer.
You tend to use your boots a bit more in soccer than golf, don't you?
Yeah.
The answer is soccer. Well done. Association football.
We've always called it the golden boot at home.
Oh, have you really?
Yeah.
Great stuff. Pushback specialist, this team. 9 required, 54 on the clock. And your time restarts. Now, The Portrait of a Lady is a novel by Henry who?
James.
Correct. What word is commonly abbreviated to the informal term goss?
Gossip.
Correct. With which Scottish musical instrument is a blowpipe used?
Bagpipe.
Bagpipes.
Correct. Which Venezuelan leader's ideology became known as Chavismo?
Chavez.
Chavez.
Correct. From which country does Grana Padano cheese originate?
Spain.
Stop the clock.
Not Spain and Italy, I guess.
Good team say Italy?
It's Italy. Well done. 3 from 3, team. 31 on the clock.
How many questions do they have about foods from Italy?
Time restarts. Now, to which order of animals do prosimians belong?
What are they called? Primates.
Correct. To be self-sufficient is to stand on one's own 2 what?
Feet.
Correct. Akhenaten was a ruler of which ancient civilization?
Egypt.
Correct. Who was the first husband of comedian Lucille Ball?
Desiarnez.
Desiarnaz.
Correct. Which major ocean did Portuguese explorer Magellan name?
Pacific.
Pacific.
Correct. A rhyming term for food served at a hotel is palm of what?
Bro.
Team. 2 seconds in it. I'm very sorry to have to say goodbye to that $58,000.
No.
Thank you so much for joining us. And
That was a very good score. I knew as soon as I saw Susan's cash bill that this was going to be a good, strong team.
Indeed.
And they were.
Lovely to meet you. And thanks for your company as always. See you next time on The Chase Australia.
Tonight, the hunt for a predator who's bashing and robbing elderly men. Traffic gridlock as crashes cause chaos during the Christmas exodus. A bus driver's family plans a protest over his jailing for a Montague Street crash. Mid-air marriage proposals minutes before a hot air balloon crash landing. Steve Smith opens up for the first time since his cricket ban, claiming he didn't want to know about a plan to cheat. And how's your Christmas shopping looking? We'll get a live update in the final rush for presents.
Live from our Melbourne headquarters, this is 7 News with Blake Johnson.
Good evening. Police fear a cowardly attacker who's bashed and robbed 2 elderly